This is Andy Macintyre. I'd like to tell you why I love the Rupert Neve Designs 5057 summing mixer. A while back I did kind of a lengthy shootout. It has its own unique tone, it has its own unique imaging, but it has a really simple, easy to use layout. You have 16 channels of summing, and then you have 8 channels that are selectable between mono and stereo, which is huge. The blue silk is like a resonance button or resonance mode for the low, mid, or low end. The red silk, to me, sounds like an airband boost or a presence for the upper mid, which is perfect because I don't have to use as much EQ then. So you can get really wacky with it and go all the way on, get very bright, very wide sounding, but it's never harsh. Or you can choose to be subtle with it and back it off a little bit and just get a little bit of color up there. One of my absolute favorite features on the 5057 is the large red knob, because it's easy to grab and it's right there. But also it's a stepped attenuator and it has big, thick, solid movements to it like that, as opposed to something subtle that's a little harder for recall. And if you really want to hit those transformers extra hard, go right ahead. You just back off the trim knob and you're in analog heaven. And then of course you have the -6 dB step down transformer, which allows you to hit the summing circuits as hard as you can and sending it into overload into the red, but which is great because then the more you do that, the more you kind of naturally limit the music itself. And then you don't have to compress as much later on. That is actually more of the classic sound that everyone loves on the old school and modern school records, frankly. There's always a constant back and forth about in the box, summing mixers, in the box, analog. Why not do both? If it's something like the 5057, recall is instantaneous. It's easy just to mix into it. You can just push into the transformers and it's able to take it, and it gives you that huge, wide Rupert Neve sound. It's unmistakable, which is why the 5057 has stayed on my mix bus for the last 2 years. And I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.